You can start healing your party too.
Aid is a spell that's going to charge. If you let it charge twice, where you get the big circle around you, it will heal a lot more. Now, this game kind of incorporates a hunt it as you need it type of feel.
When you kill somebody, you can loot them.
Yep, pretty much, kind of like games like Monster Hunter. Once you kill them, you can carve them. Except in this case, you're a murderer. You're carving people for their loot.
You're not really carving them, but you are going through their valuables, taking whatever they could have.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Good cat food is a must at the beginning of this game.
Because your money just goes up.
So we'll see. We don't currently have an internet connection, so we'll see.
Nope, can't get it without the internet connection.
Okay, so next episode we'll have the DLC already on the file. But basically, there is one other DLC that makes the beginning game a lot easier, and that's the Platinum Chunk. It's like $3. It's an item worth 500,000 gold. It just makes things a lot simpler instead of running around for 3 nights with a rubber band on your PSP or Vita, trying to get gold through good cat food. So I mean, seriously, you can get all the DLC that you need or want for like $10. In fact, you could probably do it for like $5. You can get 1 shaman card, good cat food.
And then the Platinum Chunk. The Platinum Chunk is like $4, $4.99.
No, it's $2.99.
Still, the good cat food is one of those things that are good.
Yeah, so I mean, if he taps the screen, he's going to show us how much money we have already. I can't really see it.
It's 1,000 and building.
Yeah, so I mean, early game, you start off with 0 gold. You have no base gold value. So I mean, judging on the fact that we already have over 1,000, which...
It's still not a lot.
Not a lot, but it's a lot for having not even been able to go out in the field yet.
Which we're going to be able to do now. Not that way.
That's alright. We can show them the shortcut.
Shortcut isn't available yet. You actually have to do stuff to get the shortcut available.
Really?
Uh-huh.
It's available for me right away, I thought.
Yeah, the loading screen gets boring after a while, but...
It's already kicked me into another video.
Did it?
Yeah.
Fun.
It's alright. We can mash them together.
We go up this door.
Big blue door. Goes outside. Bright light.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand. You're in a prison, yet you're allowed to leave at will, too, so... Huh. Just saying. That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, and there's even areas called, like, Convict's Grotto.
So
Things like that. Now we're outside. Oh, the fresh air.
So now we get to meet Susan and Julio again.
Julio.
These two end up... You'd think they would be more important, but they're not.
Nope. They're just a gigantic... Julio's class is what's called a nightmare.
Race.
Or race, excuse me. He's a nightmare. And then...
It's a better elf.
Basically, it's the best magic class in the game.
And she is what we call a beast. Beasts are more geared towards physical classes.
So they make great Akatokis, samurais.
Fighters, soldiers.
There's a couple of DLC classes as well. There's 5 of them, I believe.
So here we have our dash. Dash is the fastest way of traveling. It can get really annoying, but it's just circle and X when the X button appears. So if you notice on your map, you can click it to make it pop up, but on the mini map itself, it'll tell you where things are. From treasure chests, little pink dots are enemies. Like these little bunnies are enemies.
Okay, so for quick gold early game, if you don't have the DLC, there's a quest that you can take an infinite number of times that says hunt 30 bunnies. And I mean, the respawn time between these bunnies is actually pretty quick. So I mean, you can actually probably get that quest done in about like 10 minutes or so. As well as if you loot each of the bunnies, you get a beast tail or beast leg. They're worth 50 gold apiece. So I mean, after a while, when you hunt 30 bunnies, you get 30 of those. So that's, you know, 1,500 gold.
Okay.
So at the beginning of the game, just make sure when you're healing that you're using the control pad to move it up. That way you're not just sitting there healing yourself when someone's about to die.
So when the screen slightly turns red, it means somebody's about to die.
Something also to keep in mind, something new they incorporated in this game versus other Valhalla Knights games, something I've never really seen in RPGs, is when a character's HP hits 0, instead of just straight up dying, you have an opportunity to use what's called a return vial, and it can revive them during battle. Only problem about that is you actually have to run up to the body and use the items. You have to have it attached to one of your command slots in order to use it.
And if the battle ends while they are wounded, they instantly die. So
either way, it becomes completely useless. I don't carry any return vials with me.
I do.
Or any of that. I just rather carry the revival flasks.
Well, I do it for big battles too. I will have 9 on each character. 9 times 7 is
a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean,
60.
In big battles, I can definitely agree be worth it, but with the power that the shaman that I used has, it's just not needed, because I mean, you can get through a really big boss battle just by using the multiple enemy magic attacks. Which the reason shaman is so good at is because it doesn't have to charge its attacks.
Nope.
It has a heal all spell that does it instantly, and a attack all spell, same thing, and it does it instantly and knocks back. So that's what makes it so good.
So right now we're just fighting people. Like,
now,
big guy over here.
He's gonna have a stronger party. He's what you call a clan leader. So if you kill him first, your item drop rate is higher, but if you kill him last, you'll gain more experience. So I mean, sometimes you can accidentally kill him first accidentally. It really just depends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Your main focus is to keep your party alive. Since you're not the attacker, you gotta make sure to keep everybody alive. Including yourself. Don't ever neglect to heal yourself. And don't ever forget that you do have a shield.
So yeah, but as we've stated before, this walkthrough is going to be focused on the main story, so we will have to do a little bit of off-screen grinding in order to prep for each boss battle. But at the beginning of the episodes afterwards, we will, kind of catch you guys up on where our characters are sitting at. And
I'm out of MP.
So that's a bad thing about the early game, is that you haven't had an opportunity to increase your SP a whole lot. Just kind of zoom in here.
They're boosting. Yeah. The cool thing about them too is that they're very Most enemies early are weak.
This particular battle is actually kind of difficult early. And it's just this one enemy. If you look at your map, in case you wanted to avoid him, he's standing near the entrance to the Thieves' Path.
Main character is out right now. At any time you can actually switch your characters.
By hitting the select button.
So sadly our priest died, and we're gonna have to go heal him too. But
okay, so something really important just happened. When the camera zooms in on you looting a body, that means they have a rare unidentified item. Okay, so I mean, if you don't have any identify cards from chests from other enemies and stuff, then you're gonna want to get that. It's the
staff is from Nemesis.
So it's the last item.
Leather pants.
Yeah, it's not really a rare item per se, but
we do have a return vial, but we don't have a. What we're gonna need to do is actually go back to the prison, and this is what happens when somebody dies and you don't have items right now. You do have to make it an effort to continue. Pretty much grind. You have to grind.
Yes, thing. So if you lose a character, early game you're not going to be able to warp back. So as you go back, kill bunnies, kill people. The better equipment that you have, because not all of the enemies outside are going to have a party. So because of that, if you have like a really high strength stat or something like that, you can instantly just one-shot things. Now this is a shortcut. He can either take you to the light district or the lower slums, both of which will lead you right in front of a shop or guild.
So we actually need to go to the light district. This is very important for early game. We have to locate the priest who can revive you.
Yeah, I've seen other walkthroughs where it takes a guy like half an hour to find the priest, but unfortunately those walkthroughs they ended after about 6 episodes, so we're hoping to keep this going until the end game. So if you look over here, this little altar thing, that's the priest that's going to revive your dead guys.
His name is Greg. So you can get revived. It's actually based on your level of how much gold it costs to revive you. So it's typically it's your level halved times 100. So if you're level 3, it's going to be 150 gil or gold. I should say. Gil is Final Fantasy. Your phone is squeaking. And there we go. Our priest is back. So what's cool about this game, as soon as you come into the prison, all your stats are healed.
Now if you revive somebody in the prison, you have to change screens in order for it to be fully healed. Just so you know that.
No, he's fully healed.
Well, reviving doesn't... Well, I guess... Never mind. Never mind that last. What I mean is if you use an item to revive them...
So we're gonna go...
In the prison, you have to change screens in order for them to be healed.
We're going to make our characters attempt to be better, because yes, we got our first armor, but the fast armor is actually really bad.
Okay, and after we do this, we're going to go ahead and...
Cut out
here, so let's just go ahead and...
This guy's actually pretty cool. His name is Yodon. He gives you random items, but if you, instead of the garbitation over here, which you can just select for a fee random items, his bargain items are actually better. Now he'll give you armor unidentified, of course, for a set price, and you don't really know what it is. All of his bargain items, though, are set in stone. So even though it's unidentified, if you just keep bargain items with him, they get better and better.
More than likely, it's still going to be based off of your level.
Actually, the bargain items, every major point in the game, he will get a new bargain item. Yeah, I've been experimenting with him a bit. So we come to lower slums. We talk to this little dwarf dude over here, and
Yeah, this is where you're going to be doing a lot of selling of those beast legs and stuff. But
I should do now because I have them. You know, I have 3. They're for 50, 150 gold. Look, I didn't waste anything at all.
yeah, like I said, when you're going on the multiple quests to kill 30 of those things, they stack up pretty well.
So this is all we can buy now. What we want is something that'll make your main character better.
So more than likely right now we're going to probably aim for the wizard's armor.
We want the actual cape itself. That's the actual armor. When it comes to the... Pretty much in this game, if it's expensive, it's better.
Yep, pretty much.
So
and
we buy out the full wizard. I personally don't go with hats. I like to see my head. So
now, once we get our DLC items, I did purchase the platinum chunk that we were talking about, in order to kind of show how much easier that makes things. One item you definitely want to have, especially for mages, is the gravity ring small. It's going to increase your weight limit by 10, which, believe me when I say that, can definitely make a difference.
which I should have enough gold, I think. No, it's 3,500.
Yeah, they're 3,500 a piece, which is why the platinum chunk makes it a lot easier to go ahead and do that.
So I just bought a new weapon, which would be the spiked club. Increases your attack to 40. Now we can actually do stuff. And I bought the round shield, which will increase your defense by 4. And we also have armor going on, so the wizard's cape, the wizard's glove, and the wizard's boots.
Okay, and if you notice, there was no actual regular defense increase there.
It's for magic defense, because the wizard's equipment actually has the same stat boost as the fast armor, but we want this magic defense boost as well right now.
Yeah.
If you are wanting more defense, always buy the armor for your character, but allocate their helmet, their gloves, and their boots to be of a more heavy. So in this case, we could probably make do with leather gloves and maybe even the leather pants, and that might actually change the defense itself. So we already identified some leather pants going on. So this one actually doesn't do you any good either. It actually makes you weaker in the terms of magic defense, and it has the same defense as the wizards. And so does, but the leather gloves itself, you sacrifice 1 point of magic defense for 1 point of regular defense.
So I mean, that doesn't make it makes it basically kind of a win-win. You don't sacrifice too much magic defense. Basically, early game, a lot of your opponents are going to be physical attackers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them, especially the bosses early game.
Even 1 point makes a difference, though.
And that's in anything, of course.
Mm-hmm. So now we have our priest actually looking like he should. We did gain a couple of levels, so let's go ahead and allocate those. We have our basic stats. Here it all depends on your preference. If you build up strength, this is going to increase your strike attack, your shot attack, your defense, and your weight.
Weight limit for some character classes is going to be very important. In order to equip really good magic armor, a high weight limit is going to be needed later.
Vitality is good because this will only increase your defense. It'll also increase your HP. Skill increases your strike and shot. This is one of the only ways to increase shot as well. Shot attack is for any ranged weapons. Intelligence increases magic attack and magic defense, but it doesn't increase SP. But Spirit does. Spirit will increase your SP more. Dexterity is just for weight, and I think HP as well. And luck is a skill that won't boost anything, but the higher your luck, the higher chance for criticals and rare